Okay, so I finally decided what my next big project is going to be, and I'm so excited. Hi, I'm Glin. I'm a Portuguese cosplayer. I've been cosplaying for almost 10 years now. I really like princesses and magical girls. I'm really into performing on stage. I love cosplay competitions. And with that being said, I finally decided what my next big competition piece is going to be. And it's gonna be Glinda from the Wicked movie, as worn by Ariana Grande. And yeah, I already cosplayed Glinda before. She's my favorite character ever of all time. And this dress is just so stunning. Ever since I saw some photos going online, I was so excited about it, and I finally come to the decision that I'm gonna make it this year, and I'm gonna make this video series so I can remember how I made it and how the journey was, because I always get so sad when I finish a project and my baby is gone and taken away from me. So I really want to record this one and share with you guys how it is that I make my costumes, how do I make decisions and all of that. So yeah, today we are taking the first step on making this costume, which for me always is planning. Planning is very important for me. I think it's the base of every project, and once you have an idea of how you want to make things, even if you end up changing up how you make them, I just think it's so nice to already have a plan to be basing off. So today we're gonna do a costume breakdown with some of the pictures that we already have. I'm still waiting for a trailer so I can have more detailed pictures, or shots in this case, but I'm really excited, and we already have enough photos to work with. So I'm gonna start by looking into the dress first. This is a very challenging skirt for me. I've never done something like this. It has a ton of techniques that I've never used before, and that's also why I'm really excited to make it. So first of all, I'm definitely going to need a hoop skirt to go under this big ass dress. I already saw some pictures of the dress with the top view, and it really is very wide. I'm gonna be making a hoop skirt of metal flat boning. That's because this is very sturdy. It will hold up the weight of the skirt just fine. I never already done this before, so I'm pretty comfortable with that. That's not a scary step for me or anything. Okay, so on top of the hoop skirt, definitely going to be needing a petticoat, not only to make the shape of the hoop skirt more smooth. The petticoat really helps a lot with not having those dents that the bones make. I'm thinking maybe a 3-tier petticoat, and that's gonna be made with stiff tulle. Now on top of the petticoat, and this is the part where it actually starts getting to be the dress itself, I'm going to be making a base for Glinda's skirt to add all these petals on, these flounces, which are so beautiful, and this is the part that I'm most scared for because I've never done a skirt like this, but it's gonna be fine. I hope. But yeah, I'm gonna be making probably a circle skirt so it has a lot of fullness, and on the bottom of that I'm going to add this little ruffle that she has here in the dress, and I don't think I will be able to find a fabric like this. There are some that look similar to it but don't have the bubble designs. They are more like stars and hearts. So I'm gonna be making this design with clear iridescent heat transfer vinyl. I can make some bubbles like that and iron them on this ruffle and then just attach the whole thing. Now for the petals, I'm thinking of making some sort of fabric sandwich. One layer of organza, one layer of stiff tulle with probably horsehair on the bottom, and then another layer of organza. So it's not so see-through, but it's also not truly opaque. You know what I mean? Now, these petals have these very interesting designs, which are kind of some lines and some bubbles. And I also see some little sparkles. I really need more pictures to clearly understand the design, but from what I see now, that's what I'm thinking it's gonna be. And I'm thinking about making that with heat transfer vinyl again, probably not the same ones, but maybe mixing it up with some pearl one and a clear iridescent one, or just an opaque iridescent one. I'm gonna look into that and see what works best. Now, I really have no idea how to pattern this so far. From my research, it looks like those types of shapes that I've drawn before, but I really want to make like a mock-up for it. However, a mock-up for this skirt would use up so much fabric, and something that I really pride myself on is that my cosplays are very like budget friendly, and I try to be very mindful of the material that I use. With that being said, I'm considering making this mock-up for this skirt on a little doll. So it will basically work like a scale mannequin, like this, where you can do things in a half scale. So I'm gonna do the mock-up on a doll, and then I'll scale it up to my size, which is actually pretty easy. I'll explain it later. I've been using this type of technique for ages now with my costumes. And also I can calculate how much fabric do I need, so I can buy the exact amount. Now for the bodice, I think this is very straightforward. I think I'm just gonna make a corset base and I'll apply all these crystals on top. So I'm going to be needing some cotton twill for this. I know some people prefer to use coutil, however it's very hard to find it in my country, and I've been using cotton twill for ages now to make corsets, and it works perfectly fine. So I think I'm gonna go with that really, and it's gonna work fine, it's gonna be fine. And then I'll do an organza overlay for the bodice, and to that layer I'm going to add all the crystals. There are tons of crystals and embellishments here. I really want to recreate this type of like lines and the different sizes of crystals. I think it's gonna look amazing. I'm planning on using some glass hot fix ones. They are really shiny, and some smaller ones like jelly AB crystals, which are cheaper and you can get them in like more pastel colors. Yeah, now the dress is covered. I think we have a plan. I think it's gonna be fine. It's gonna go well. And now for the other parts. Okay, for the wig, I already have a very similar wig to this one, which is the wig that I've worn for my Barbie cosplay. So both Elena from Barbie in Fairytopia and Roller Skate Barbie from the Barbie movie. I think I'm gonna use this one. The color is a perfect match. It already has some tinsel that I added in. The only thing is that this wig is a heart front wig, but I'm planning on turning it into a lace front wig like this. Okay, now that the wig is done, we're going to be moving on and looking into the accessories that she has, which are so stunning, so beautiful. Also, the thing that I'm most confused about is the crown. So let's go straight into that one. So the first idea that came to my mind was to make this crown with some type of clear plastic, and again I'm going to try and use some recycled material to make this happen. And my idea is to have that plastic sheet and cut the shape with all the bubbles on my Cricut. Okay, so yeah, this is the first idea that I have. This is the first plan that I have. However, I do have another plan as well, which I think would work perfectly fine. It will be much more time consuming, but it will probably also look like more fancy, which is to make all of these bubbles, so all of these little circles with wire, so aluminum wire, and then I can attach those with a smaller wire, or even like with some soldering, with a soldering iron I can just attach them. And then of course with either one I'm going to add some crystals to make it all shiny and sparkly. Of course it's Glinda, okay, she needs sparkle. For the earrings, I think it's gonna be very simple. I'm just gonna do some crystals with a pin like this. So I had this idea for the wand that is basically making a lot of like little wires with some beads on it, so the beads can move and sparkle more. And I'm thinking taking all of those little wires and stuck them into like a styrofoam ball for the center. Now that this little piece here is settled, I will need a clear rod for this wand, and I'm pretty sure I can find some type of plexiglass rod that I can use for it. If not, I'm thinking maybe looking into like shower curtain rods. I'm pretty sure I've already seen some clear ones before, and that will work also perfectly fine here. And for everything that I need to be making, I think this is it. I'm still missing the shoes, but there are no photos of it, and honestly I don't even know if they are going to be noticeable because this skirt is huge. But if I can't find any specific like photos of the shoes, I'm probably going to be making some type of like Cinderella shoes, so very sparkly, very crystal looking to go well with the rest of the outfit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's too soon to be thinking about makeup, so I won't worry about it now, but I am so happy that I have a plan and that I'm going to be making this happen. I've been obsessing over this dress ever since I saw the pictures, like I said before, and I'm really excited to be sharing this journey with you and with myself from the future, okay? Because I really want to be able to look back and see how I overcame all these challenges, and every time I make a project I'm always so sad when it ends, so this will be a great way for me to remember all the good and the terrible times. But yeah, I'm really excited to actually start making this, and I hope you guys enjoy the journey as well. It will take a lot of patience and a lot of testing. So yeah, subscribe if you want to follow along, and see you next time. Bye!